Let me try this one more time. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Booker in the building, man. Hey, listen, man. Boom, we back on the Line Sports Media, man. Thursday night. Y'all know what it is. Come on, man. Hey, listen. Hey, listen, man. I always want to start out, man, by really talking about how I really appreciate you guys continue to like, follow, share, subscribe. Man, I really do appreciate it. Without you, the motivation would be in the tank, in the trash. But y'all do it every time, man. And we really do appreciate it. But we back for another banger. You know, another banger, man. You know, on the Line Sports Media. Doing it big, man. We right here. It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Middle school playoffs. It's coming to an end. You see it right there on the screens down to the final two. But I ain't gonna talk about this myself. Because I'm gonna be a little biased in my conversation. So I'm gonna bring some other guys on. And let them talk about it. Without further ado, I got your boy. What's up? The voice behind the mic. The game. Oh, he's been here since the final 8. We've been live streaming the final 8. He's been the voice, leading the country, the nation, listening in. And you got your boy, Coach Clark.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Straight like that.
It was a great week leading up to this, man. I've been looking forward to tonight. Hey, man, listen, I've been looking forward.
Hold on. Before you get, I know you about to get ready.
No. I ain't go crazy.
You better get going.
I ain't
You
gonna
better
go
get going. And it's your boy, Coach Walker.
Here we go.
In the building. Hey, yeah, we got words for this dude right here.
Coach Watch.
Yeah, I got words for this cat right here.
Hey, look here, man. Listen. But anyway, man, I appreciate all the engagement you guys been giving us this week, man, on our polls and in our posts, man, and people have been really showing support to their favorite team. They've been putting those predictions up. They've been showing they've been talking about. Hey, the boys in Green been talking a whole lot this week. So the fans have, not the boys, the fans have. So we looking forward to a good night, man. We hope those fans listen. Y'all talked a lot in the posts, but if you really want to, really want to get your point across, drop your email, man. We'll bring you on the show tonight, man.
Oh, they don't want to do that.
So,
They're not doing that.
They don't want to do that.
No.
My dog, Coach Watch. What's up, baby?
What's going on, fellas? Championship week.
Baby. Championship week, man. Listen, only champions are practicing when it's cold outside. We had some snow flurry. That's playoff practice weather, baby. Hey, if you ain't practicing now, you at the beach or you getting ready to shoot some.
Hey, listen, man. We're gonna bring on the guy that's responsible for all this stuff, man. All this movement, all this movement around the city, man. Everybody burning gas from high school to high school, man, trying to see the show, man. We got your boy Vince from BTO, man. He just kind of pull it all together, man. Let us know what's going on behind the scenes, man. Vince, are you with us, baby?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rocking that VTO up front. You know what I'm saying? Up front. Y'all see it. Yup.
You see it.
He on here with us. And yeah, man, we just talking about we in the last week, the final phase, man, the final phase. And we here now. We here now, man. The final two. I ain't got a lot to say. I'm gonna let y'all do the talking because you guys have been the one on the grounds kind of covering things. I've been kind of preparing my squad, you know. So I'm gonna let you guys kind of take the lead on and put some perspective on where we are and how we started and to where we are right now.
Where we going?
Yeah, and where we going.
Hey, well, definitely, man. It's exciting to be. I got a little echo. Exciting to be here for our third annual event. It just seemed like yesterday when we kicked this off, but it's definitely a level of excitement on my end. I was like, man, I feel like I'm one of the teams out there playing, excited as we are about Saturday. And each year we try to make it a little bit better, and so I'm super excited, man. And we got two good teams. They're gonna be going at it. The weather's supposed to be nice, so it's just I'm excited, and we're gonna, we gonna do a few different things this year. We're inviting our high school coaches. We're gonna have a couple tents out in the field with some little light snacks for them, and we're inviting them to come out and watch the game. So that's gonna be exciting. Our Tyler sponsor, uh, Ortho Carolina, is gonna have some little giveaways for the people in the stands. We're gonna feel like you're at a Hornets game. We're gonna be shooting stuff up in the stands. So we're really excited about that, and just gonna try to make it a fun, great event for the teams, the parents, and all the fans that come out on Saturday.
Tell us a little bit about what it takes to become, if you want to be a part of the show, if you want to support it, let's just say sponsor. How do you become a sponsor of the this event? How do you do that?
Hold on one second. Shorty, can you turn it down a little bit?
He is a
Uh,
family man.
But yeah, the biggest thing for us is that we're always looking for sponsors, people that can help, because it's a pretty decent sized undertaking to run these events, from renting the fields to the refs to the security. Uh, People don't understand. They think we just making a ton of money off of this, and really not, man. Our goal is to get more sponsors. So the more sponsorship we have, the better the event can be. The more stuff we can do, the more we can add to it. But anybody out there who looking to become a sponsor on an annual basis, just reach out to VTO Sports, Coach Vince at VTOsports.com. We have different levels. You just want to be just donate to the program. You can get in at the silver level, which is $1,000. If you want to get in at the bronze level, just 500. And if you want to get into the gold level, it's 2,500. And if you want to be a title sponsor, it's $7,000. So it's pretty straightforward. We're trying to make it where you get a lot of exposure of your brand through the events, but yeah, just need the help. You need the help. So anybody out there, businesses, different companies that want to help out, definitely help. Because we're all about giving back to the kids in these events. It's not about just letting them roll out a ball and go play. We want to make sure when they leave, they feel good. They feel like they were treated good. Feel like they got a chance to play in the best facility, as well as getting nice trophies and jewelry and stuff when they do win.
So when the sponsors, if they do want to sponsor, do they sponsor for? Does the sponsorship go towards all the sports that you're covering now?
Yeah.
Does it, or are they specific to what sport they want to?
Right now, we've just done across the board. If you come in as a sponsor for the season 25-26, you get access to all the sports that we're doing. So, you had access to volleyball, you have access to football, cheer. In the winter, you have access to girls and boys basketball. We're gonna be doing a high school cheer competition. You got access to that. In the spring, you got access to all those sports. Soccer, track, and just whatever you want to get involved in. You can have your logos out there, and we'll try to promote you.
Right. Yeah, that was going to be my kind of next question. What kind of acknowledgement would anybody that wanted to come in at a certain level? Do you guys have certain levels where if you sponsor for a tangible donation, $250, what do you get? Do you acknowledge me? How do you acknowledge me? Or
If you're an individual person,
5,000.
if you want to say, hey, I don't have that 5,000-7,000 like some big companies, but I just want to see this program continue. We definitely can find a way to work with you to figure out how you want to get your name out there. We let people donate, and they come flip the coin for the game, or they can have a sideline access for the game. They can take pictures with the team, whatever they want to do to make them feel like their investment was valuable. We'll work with them.
Gotcha. You get $250 in the ticket.
Yep, $250 the ticket.
Come on. Can I get a
Come on
chicken
in.
sandwich too, Vince?
Hey, get a chicken sandwich. I'm waiting on the fish and chicken. We're gonna be at Harding in a couple of weeks, so I'm looking forward to that.
Is that what the basketball is going to be, Vince? The preseason basketball?
You guys still there?
Can you hear me?
I don't hear anything.
You guys loud and clear. What was the
Oh, I'm
question?
sorry,
was?
I have muted. Yeah, we're good. You can hear everybody now.
We live, man. You know, it's technical difficulties sometimes. It's
Oh yeah, it's all
Everybody
good.
good. Everybody good. Everybody
Live
good.
work.
Check. Everybody good. Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah, I'm
good?
good. I can hear you.
Check your thumbs up. But hey, Vince, I also had a question, man. What was I think you mentioned this before, but you know, there's probably some people on that weren't on last week. But talk about that vision, man. Talk about that dream you had to bring in a city championship, man. Because you know all of us on the screen. Well, okay, Coach Washington and I, not Booker, he didn't grow up in Charlotte, but when we grew up playing middle school ball, which was junior high school ball, we can only win the conference. So it was always debate. This team. Now there's no question. So what was the vision behind that? So we can truly have a true city champion and then take all the guesswork out. Yeah, you had the Elite Eight, and then you had the Final Four, and now we're at the Big Dance. So talk about the vision behind it.
Yeah, I got a chance to meet with Erica. I'm guessing Echo, but you know, and we want to find a way to impact the middle school. A lot of the middle school kids had kind of started drifting away from playing middle school ball because it didn't have a lot of value. You play 5 or 6 games, and and the interest was slowly dropping. And so during our conversation, like, how can we make it important again? And so the idea came up that, hey, let's do a tournament for them. Let's do a championship, and let them earn it on the field. Let them determine, who's the best. In the first 2 years, the team that had been undefeated in the city was Piedmont. They'd never been beaten by anybody, and they won the championship 2 years in a row. And who knows if it's going to continue or not. But this year, I'm really excited because we're going to have opportunities for a new champion. Ransom has been to the championship before, but they didn't win. So looking forward to that. JMA, I don't think they've been to the championship, but they get a chance now to play in the championship. So it gives the city, the kids, everybody opportunity to enjoy a different team to cheer for and to have a championship.
New King of the Hill, baby. I love that, man. That's awesome, man. I think that's one of those going to be those core middle school memories. Some of these kids, man, that they can say it's in the books. I was a city champion, man. We were the best team in Charlotte that year. We had 40 teams, and you number one out of 40, man. Those are pretty big odds to actually achieve that goal. People don't realize how difficult that is because the way the playoff system is set up, you have 4 conferences. You take the top 2 teams, so that eliminates 32 teams right after the end of the season. Right? Think about that. You got 40 teams. At the end of the season, 32 teams are eliminated. So the top 20% of the team, top 20% make it. And which is, that's an awesome feat because you got to consider some of these teams are 1 or 2 lost teams, 2 losses, in your season, your chances of winning the city championship are done. And so, to me, I feel like it makes everybody step their games up, and there's no days off or there's no weeks off because every single game is important. It's important to the fact that, you could have identical records to someone, but you may have given up more points. And I think this year you guys said it came down to a coin toss or numbers.
No, a draw.
So, that to me, if that doesn't drive you to be a better coach and that doesn't drive you to be a better player and take no plays off and understand the importance of every single rep in practice, every single rep in the game and coaching and making sure you don't leave no stones unturned, that's what the excitement part of me.
We want to turn this thing up, though.
Turn it up, though, bro.
Listen. We want to see a play-in game. If it's a tie, Tuesday, meet us over at somewhere. Middle
Give me a
school
feel.
field.
Bring your
and-
headlights.
it's a tie. It don't even have to be. You know what I mean?
Well,
High
one,
school,
one,
and let's get it on and break the
one
tie.
of the things I
Right then
saw
and there.
this year that I hadn't seen before, well, and you guys have been doing it for a while. I just had a chance to experience it, but the teams going to their local high school and playing a couple games
Oh yeah.
under the lights at their high school. I'm really trying to figure out a way that we could take advantage of that
Make
and
that a big event.
possibly adding more teams because if we went to 12 teams, for example, like the NC2A, we could possibly play uh, two games on Monday or
Right.
Tuesday, and then all of a sudden those guys still be eligible to play on Saturday. And so that could really open up opportunity for a few more teams to participate. Because I hated that Wilson couldn't get in. I really felt sorry for him. They had a great season.
Great
They
season.
went 6-1 or 7-1, whatever it was, and and we couldn't let him in because of that. But it's I don't want anybody to quote me on this, but that's something I'm gonna really look at and talk to CMS about is maybe doing a couple of the play-in game type model like the NBA does on Monday and Tuesday at a high school.
I like it. I like it. I mean, I kind of see your side of it, but I also like the exclusivity of the final eight, and it is what it is. But I get it, man. You want these kids to have some good memories of middle school ball and play as many games as they can. But yeah, I love to see you do that. But as it stands, there's something to be said about being that last eight, man. That means you worked your butt off, that summer work, and a lot of those teams that made that final eight had summer workouts. So he did 7-on-7 in the summer with Coach Washington's his tournament. So it just shows you, man.
Well,
Middle school is gonna become like high school, like a year-round thing, man. So I love it, man. Love the direction, and I love to see you expand it to 12 teams in the future.
hey, one announcement too. We're going to be doing middle school football jamboree before the season next year. We
That's
tested
awesome.
it out with volleyball, and it was very successful. The teams and the coaches loved the opportunity to get on the court and play some games against some teams they wouldn't see. We're going to be doing it for basketball. We have the basketball super scrimmage. It's next weekend, the 22nd, the week before basketball starts playing, or the week before Thanksgiving. And so we're going to look at some dates and talk to the coaches, figure out a model where we can have a big super jamboree for middle school football.
That's dope. That's dope.
So when you go to the high schools during the tournament, I guess I haven't gotten involved. What about vendors and stuff like that? How do you guys determine whether you want to get some outside vendors to come in? Maybe some that's not selling some of the same product. Someone might be selling ice cream, icy carts. Somebody's selling different menus, basically. How do you do that? Or is it that the school or the booster wants to be the one that takes on that?
Yeah, we don't get into that. Be honest, when we went to school, from the school, we just get the feel, and we encourage them to have concessions. And if any school say no, we can't do it, then we'll step in and get involved, try to find vendors. But we really want that to be a profit component for the high school. Not only they letting the kids come and play and getting a check, but they also get a chance to raise revenue for their football team.
Love it.
I mean, it's been going well. I mean, they really have enjoyed that. I mean, I know last year in the championship game, Mallard Creek, they had both concessions open, both sides, and I felt they made pretty good money on their concessions. But if you run into a school that doesn't want it, then they will work with them to find vendors. Because like last year, we was at Myers Park, and they really didn't have the booster capacity to do it for basketball, and we brought in a concession team from Harding, I think, and they brought all the stuff in. They did it for Myers Park, so it just depends on what the school wants.
Right. So
That's great. That's great for them to make that money. That's pretty good. That's a good idea.
yeah, I don't know if you will be the one to really direct this question. to maybe it would be Steve and Eric at this point about the middle schools charging from week to week at their home games, being able to some type of charge because the middle schools, from what I understand, it's a little challenging. They don't get the budget is not out there for for all the sports to get some of the things they would like to see the kids get, you know, being uniform, safe equipment, uniform, safe equipment, um, whatever they use the money for field upgrades, whatever, for the middle schools, and charging, and the middle schools are packed from week to week. These middle school games are, yeah, these middle school games are pretty packed, so the support is there, but have that been in anybody's discussion as it relates to charging from week to week? Okay.
I mean, I think it's available. It's really up to the school. A lot of the schools just not designed. And again, it's for my pay grade, to be honest. Just my opinion.
I got you.
They're not really designed to capture the tickets and the parents, because a lot of them don't have gates. They're not fenced in. People can just walk up, park their car, and look at the game. But I think it's something that I would encourage the ads to think about, talk about. Again, they could have a game where they maybe use a high school, but again, you got with all that though, you still need all the pieces in place. You need the custodians, you need the police, you need the athletic trainer. You gotta pay them too. So
Yeah.
it could be overwhelming sometimes, but I'm sure Steve, Miss Erica, them work with the middle school to try to figure it out.
I think based on what I'm seeing, man, with the everybody's nice uniforms. I've seen everybody's kind of upgraded in their uniforms, man. You've seen a lot of different variations of uniforms. Helmets looks like middle school sports is thriving, especially middle school football. So quality. I think I've seen all the coaches dressed nice. Some quality stuff going on that I didn't see when I first got to Charlotte. It's a huge improvement, and I'm not sure if that has something to do with the middle school playoffs now.
Well, it's something to do with you guys too, man. You got there taking pictures and videoing and
Oh
being
yeah,
on
yeah, they want to look
TV.
good for the camera,
They
right?
got they got to go get a shave and
Yeah,
put on a decent hat or something.
yeah, yeah.
You want to get a little fly when
Right. Yeah, you want to have your drip
you're on
on.
the screen. So I think a lot of the social media, a lot of the guys who are coming out there interviewing coaches, live streaming games and stuff, and they know that hundreds and hundreds of people can see them, or 1,000 people can see them. So I think that impacts that, and everybody want to look cool. I mean, my old days, I used to be with the Jaguars. If you look good, you play good.
Yeah. You feel good. It's all
people
good.
out here fundraising and trying to find ways to make sure their teams and their players look sharp, and the coaches too.
So are you kind of satisfied? I guess you're never satisfied with the crowds that you've seen from the Elite Eight to even down to now. Just based on I'm pretty sure you get those numbers, but pretty has it improved from year one to now, or is it pretty consistent across the board?
Well, year one was unbelievable. For each week, even the second week we had a little rain. Last year it was down, honestly. The numbers were down. I don't know if the locations we went to or what. This year definitely the first weekend surprised all of us. The people drove down to Palisade and participated in the event. Last weekend was a little down, and hopefully this weekend finish on a high note. But we always kind of budget based on like an average. You're gonna have up and down, but as long as we can cover our costs at the average, and it's the last 2 years we've been able to survive that average. and if we can continue to get sponsors, because that's really what you want, you know, like the NC2A, they wouldn't be as hot as they are if it wasn't for ESPN and those deals they get, the sponsorships and the dollars from the people watching it on television. That's kind of the same model we're trying to get to. Is like, if I can get sponsorship and get to the point where we won't have to even charge parents, we know our audience will be bigger. Because people don't have to worry about coming up with $10-12 to get in. But we're not, you know, that's the goal. If I can get the Panthers or somebody to, you know, donate, you know, to the whole program and say, hey, you know, don't charge anybody anymore. This should cover it. That would be nice.
That'd be awesome.
I think with the two teams that you have in the championship, they have great fan support.
Yes.
I think they're gonna travel well, if you will. I think you're gonna have good numbers, especially in particular because these two teams have great support from the parents and from the students. So I think you might have had two of the better teams you could have for this moment for that purpose of having, you know, being fan driven and you know, some online presence, because people, when we were streaming that, man, we had a great capacity and pretty steady flow of people watching us live. So you know, on the line, you might want to have on the lines doing that thing. But anyway, man,
Yeah, but
Yeah, some things I can't control.
I mean, so you got. So, are there any live streaming going on Saturday?
Yeah, this weekend they'll be on Bay Hackle Sports, which is controlled. I think they got a partnership with Ortho Carolina. So Bay Hackle will be out there live streaming it this weekend. I appreciate what you guys done the last
Are they
2
recording
weekends.
it, or are they going to show the actual game itself?
They're going to show the game live.
Okay.
Yeah. So they've done that for the last 2 years. So it's really cool. You can go back and watch the game as well as watch it live.
Well, that's what's up.
yeah, man. Well, we like just did some footage, man. Like we want some sideline access, and we can throw some clips out there live. We're not gonna stream it live, but we want to show some action and, you know, be live but not live. If that makes sense.
Oh, definitely. Hey, and then one thing I wanted to come back to is we have those 6 weekends plaques ready to go. I just picked them up tonight. All the names are spelled correctly. The book has sent me, and we need to make sure we have a plan in place for you guys to help me. Number one, get those kids to come and be there, and tell them their name will be at the front gate. They can get in free. Parents would have to pay, of course, but we want all those kids. I think it's 12 of them. Well, some guys want 2. You know, I think quarterback from JMA won it a couple times, but for the most part, we want those kids to get their recognition on halftime. So we really want to have those kids hopefully there, work with the announcer to get their names announced, and then give them their plaques and their recognition for being player of the week at the game of the week.
Awesome, man. That's dope. I like that. Give those kids those recognitions, man.
And that's really, again, that's our partnership with you guys. You guys went out there. I went to a couple games, then I got caught up and I couldn't attend, but I really appreciate you guys having those game of the week, and hope you'll do a better job this offseason planning it out, making it special for those kids, and then and get them the trophies and recognition they deserve, because it's all about exposure and recognition.
All about those kids, man.
Hey, so Twin, real quick, man. Let's kind of get into what the Final Four. I mean, we don't have the board where you can write your name and show the advancement. You know,
They know.
Which is I like that moment when you get to go to that board.
That's dope.
You know, so that was real dope. Kids like that, they enjoyed that moment. So Twin, your Final Four, man. Was your bracket busted, or how did
His
that?
bracket got busted. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
So we can get right into it. I think that right here, if you was to mark in that Final Four, so let's talk about Ranson in that McClintock game.
That Ransom McClintock, it started out a pretty good game with that pick 6. With McClintock that came in, got that pick 6, but then the offense got a little stagnant. I thought they got trapped in the end zone. They did a great pass to get out of the end zone, but the offense got a little stagnant, and Ransom, that junior and the number 5, Caleb, they just kept going and going, and then they picked 6. They kept scoring. I think they scored a kickoff return, and that Ransom defense is superb on the outside. It's fast. They did not let number 4 Adams get to the outside, and then McClintock. I think they had been down all year, so they started to have a little breakdown on the sideline, and that kind of spread. And I think that what took them down, man. When they had to break down on the sideline with the players. I mean, they played great. Don't get me wrong, but I think them not having to come back.
Coach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there.
Let me. Can I tell the truth now?
Coach, they didn't play great.
They didn't play.
They didn't play great.
All right. So Twin gave
Up to about the first quarter.
Twin. No. We ain't gonna do that.
And then they got out of hand.
I know you got a relationship with the coaches over there.
I got a relationship with all the coaches.
But I'm gonna go ahead and be the bad guy.
Go ahead and be the bad guy. I'm just
because they already don't want to talk to me anyway.
No, they don't like
Let's
it.
go ahead. Let's go ahead. Well, anyway, if they don't like you, you're doing something. All right. So here's what happened. Ransom came out. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Ransom came out. McClintock had the ball first. They turned it over on downs. Ransom came out. Second play of the game. Junior rolls out to the left. Rolls out, and it was a pick 6. Bam. Here we go. And then McClintock had a little momentum. And then
they got the bomb.
Junior went crazy.
He bombed them out and got them
that
to
was
like
the
the
game.
3-yard line.
They was in it for about the first half of the first quarter.
Yes.
And then the rest of it was just all Ransom. They just
got
had
out of
too much
hand.
firepower.
Yeah.
There was too much
That
firepower.
defense
That's
is
all.
real.
The defense was real. The offense was real. The defense only scored once, pick 6. Special teams scored once. Kickoff return.
Kickoff return.
It was all offense. So, it looked good on paper, but Ransom was just too much for him. Let's keep it real with you. They didn't have the offense. Once they, like I said before, and people got upset with me, and that's fine. You're okay to be upset. I said that if McClintock went down by 2 scores, they weren't going to have the offense to come back. Because what happened was it happened. It's 44-6. So I think what happened is what I said was going to happen. Once they went up 2 scores, because like you said, they hadn't been down. That's a lot on the young kids. We got to think, these are kids. These are kids. These are 12, 13-year-old kids that, when things don't go their way, they don't have that mental fortitude yet to fight back. And then when the momentum swings, it swung. And that's what happened. That's the truth of the matter.
I personally didn't expect 44.
I didn't expect
that. Definitely, I just expected a better quality football game. That's it.
I expected
a more competitive football game.
Because, like I said, because what we've seen and what they put on film, that McClintock was going to be a tough team. They was going to be a ball control, play hard, hard-nosed defense and keep. But Ransom, once that machine started rolling, man, it was just too much. Mm-hmm. It was just too much. Then you got to think. Also, McClintock's pretty young. They had a lot of 7th graders, and then they had pretty much an Iron Man defensive line and offensive line. So when you got a track star team like Ransom that's full of track guys and full of athletes, pretty much, that's gonna be hard to keep up with. They weren't that.
Yeah, their line couldn't hold up against that Ransom defense.
They were athletic. Yeah, they couldn't hold up.
Couldn't hold up. It was too fast.
Yeah, it was too fast, man. Let's just
too fast.
Fact of the matter. And I think the McClintock coaches are great coaches, man. They obviously got to the Final Four for a reason. Great
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. But, sometimes it's just not your day, and that's what it is, man. It just wasn't their day. Once things started going south, it was just too much for them.
Any positive takeaways that you think that maybe the McClintock coaching staff should have taken away from that game?
Absolutely. First of all, they have a lot of 7th graders, which a lot of those 7th graders were starters, especially on that line. They're big. They're well coached. They're well conditioned. And I feel like they had an awesome season for a reason. They put people away, like you said, they've never been behind. So they have a great program, but sometimes it's just not your day. Not just say that day doesn't define the program, in my opinion. It was just a bad day. Things didn't roll their way, and it just kept not rolling their way. And then they obviously rolled Ransom way, man. But unfortunately, the stakes are high at this point, and there's no next weekends. So I feel like they got a lot to build off because they are seventh grade heavy. And they got great coach over there, and Coach Neal, that's going to use that. They're not going to feel sorry for him. He's going to just use that as a learning tool, and they'll be back next year. Trust me, they will be back. They will be in the mix next year. So, like I said, they just had a bad day.
You have to have a deep playbook because you have to dig deep in that playbook. Because if you don't, you're going home.
And that's attributed to them not really, in my opinion, not having a real true quarterback. They had an athlete, that could run the ball and somewhat throw the ball, but they didn't have that, pick a defense apart kind of quarterback that they can put the game on the shoulder. It was more of a wildcat quarterback. They threw a few jump balls, but it wasn't that true pocket present quarterback like Ransom had and like JMA has. Even when we go to the next game, we'll talk about that as well.
Sure. But I just thought about one thing, man, to get more people across the gate, boy. Wouldn't it be nice if McClintock came back and they played Randolph? So McClintock, Randolph, preliminary game, and then, I mean, they have them in a lot of these other tournaments. What do you think about something like that, Vince?
The Bronze Bowl.
Or that would just be a little bit too much, overkill? I think you muted your mic.
You muted your mic, Vince.
Yeah, it's something we've talked about before. It's having like a constellation game or a third place game, to kind of fill up the day. But just it wasn't anything that CMS was really interested in. They just wanted to do it the championship game, give them the whole day, and it's all focused on those two teams. But maybe in the future it's something we can definitely bring back to them. I brought a bunch of stuff to them, and they say no, and then I bring it back, and they say okay, yeah, it sounds better now. So hopefully, that'll be one of them.
Right.
Man. One of the big names in Charlotte football around here, man. Cross the river, Ferguson said, big supporter of Charlotte football. Like what you guys are doing, with middle school football. Keep up the good work. Hashtag Gridiron 704, man. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Coach Book, it's Jackson. Yeah, I got it right here. He said,
Now let's want to move on to the second game.
Jax? That's my center. Huh?
We want to move on to this Randolph versus JM.
Yeah, sure. Y'all, you guys.
Go ahead.
You guys can talk about that.
All right. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk. You want to go
I got
first,
something
Mo?
to say about it.
No, you ain't got nothing to say about it, man. You can't be biased right now. Let me go ahead.
It is what it is, man.
All right. So the second part of the Final Four, we had the J.M. Alexander Blue Devils versus the Randolph Raiders. Which were coming off both teams came off a pretty tough game. Booker came out. Here's my take on that game. Tough.
I've already heard it.
Tough sledding game. I feel like Randolph just didn't have enough of the offense once they went down.
Yes.
I feel like they had a chance once the starting quarterback for JM went down, but then the young guy, I believe his last name was Bailey. I can't believe I interviewed him, number 15. He stepped in and did his thing, and I felt like Randolph just didn't have the answer offensively.
Yeah, they did.
Defensively, they played tough. They played well like they always do, but as a defensive guy, if your defense is on the field long enough, they're going to break. Denver don't break policy. They broke a few times, and Randolph was able to JM was able to capitalize. And it was actually a lot closer than the score indicated because JM was able to score another touchdown in the last minute of the game. But 24-0 even still. But I feel like it was a lot closer game because both teams uncharacteristically turned the ball over. We had
But it was about 6-7 turnovers.
it was back to back to back to back to back at one point. And I feel like JM just had enough offensive firepower to capitalize off those mistakes, and Randolph just didn't have answers. That's my take on the game. I think they both played well defensively, but with turnovers, I think they turned Randolph turned the ball over inside the 10-yard line, which with an offense like JM, even with the backup, they had that big number 36, the bus, was able to pound it down and really do some work in the middle between those tackles within the goal line situation. And I just felt like Randolph just couldn't overcome the turnovers. And they also had one very bad injury and another bad injury. So they had two bad injuries to keep some key players. And again, at the end of the day, they just have the firepower with the turnover situation. That's my take.
Yeah, their quarterback was moving the ball for him, but it seemed like he had help. Like they dropped I think they dropped the big pass for first down.
What quarterback moved the ball?
Randolph. We're talking about Randolph quarterback. He did a good job running the ball. And then they had a couple drops. He made a couple good passes, and they dropped the ball. But besides that, they were going quads to the left, and he was just running wildcat. And they couldn't throw the ball.
Pretty much. They didn't have a passing game.
They didn't have a passing game.
Yeah, right. So that's not on us. So
no, they didn't have a passing game at all.
Our quarterback went out
exactly
early in the second quarter.
Right.
So that's when you start seeing a lot of different turnovers because your number one quarterback go out.
They had a few turnovers before he went out.
Top quarterback go out. Then I think that's when some of the turnovers started piling up. The fumbles.
Right.
There were no picks or anything like that thrown.
No, it were all fumbles.
It was just
yeah.
It was a lot of hitting going out there. And
no,
there was a lot of hitting going on.
Let me back that up, bruh. Now that right there was one of the hardest hitting middle school games I've seen all year.
That was some great tackles.
Both of those teams came. Coach Q had them guys going, and Coach Aaron had his defensive guys going. Those boys were out there banging, bro. I will say that it was by far
the defensive
most physical game in all the playoffs. And unfortunately, man, that's part of football. But some guys had some game-ending injuries, and Godspeed to those guys, and hope they heal well and they're able to get back to their normal self and be more mentally strong. And because a lot of times when you have bad injuries, and I don't want to talk about the extended injuries, but when you have bad injuries, it become more mental than physical.
Yes.
So I hope those guys have the mental fortitude and they get the people around them, with the support to like, hey man, that's part of football, and they get back to being a better player. But again, I hope those kids heal well,
right?
And they still have a long career.
And shout out to the referee Kool-Aid. Shout out to Kool-Aid, the referee, one of the best in the business for calling them 2 touchdowns back. JMA.
Hey Kool-Aid, I ain't got
hey Kool-Aid.
Hey Kool-Aid. Hey Kool-Aid.
But I can tell you this:
back, Kool-Aid.
One thing about these middle school playoffs, we've seen great defense. All the teams had good defense, but the teams that advanced and moved on were the ones who had a better offensive style, not just relying on the wildcat. They were able to pass the ball besides running the ball. You got to be balanced in these middle school playoffs.
Right.
And those who made it to the championship had balanced offense. They could run the ball and they could throw the ball. So you see, you got to invest in offense as well.
Absolutely, bro, without a doubt, man.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we got the last 2 teams on the board. I love you, brother.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of love going on.
A lot of love going on, man.
All right.
That's number 6, Pops.
That's number 6, Dad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. he's a dude. That's all I can say.
He's a guy.
There's nothing to say.
Nah, he's a guy, man. And the cool thing about it, man, I love that I love to see the dad supporting his kid, man. Like, we had a lot of good commentary, good feedback, a lot of engagements on some of the posts we made about these games, and we appreciate those fans, man, for showing us that support.
Yeah.
So that was awesome, man, to see those guys out there representing the school. I put out a who you got and score prediction, and that thing was going crazy. And I think people will still comment on it up until we did the show, man. So we appreciate that support. We appreciate you guys supporting these kids.
Wash got his prediction in.
Wash got his
Coach
prediction in
Washington
last week.
already put his prediction in last week on the live feed before they could even cut the mics off.
They ain't even go no film study, no nothing. He just put it out there. We gonna see.
You want me to say it?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Hold
you
on, man,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no.
man,
I
hold
can
on,
tell you. I can say,
everybody know what
I
you
know
said.
what your prediction is. You said they're going to get their ass kicked.
Who?
Yeah.
JMA, they're in big trouble.
Oh my
Big
God.
trouble.
JMA is in big trouble. This is going to be a blowout.
Hey, Washington. Can I ask you a question?
That's what Coach
Yes.
Wash said.
Let's talk about it.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Go
You
ahead,
know I
talk
like let's
about it.
talk
Go
about
ahead,
it.
put it out there.
Now,
Pull that off the screen.
I said it. Only reason I said that because
No.
quarterback play.
nah,
I'm
nah,
gonna tell
Hey.
you, quarterback play has been big. The quarterback position has been the elite position in these middle schools.
Absolutely.
These quarterbacks have led these teams, throwing and running. Quarterback position has been the best. I'm talking about. I haven't seen the
you
running
already
back
said that.
position like take a team
Now
transition.
moving
team,
forward,
quarterback got to stay in the game.
okay, so you said that. Make your point.
Make your point. Hey, can we get that?
As long as if
can
your
we
quarterback
get
is
that
in there, y'all
championship
good to go.
Oh my God! Now he done changed his tune.
He
No.
done changed it too.
We caught you on the live feed saying JMA
I
is
said
in
it.
big trouble.
Yeah.
They're gonna get blown out.
Hey,
Based on what-
listen, man. Hey, producer, can we get that?
You roll it back.
Flyer up
Roll it back.
on the
Roll it
background?
back.
Where's the championship flyer?
Where's
Yeah,
the
let's pull that
championship
up.
flyer?
Let's pull that up.
Hold your horses, Wash, because you had a whole lot to say last week.
Yeah,
I
he's
did.
backtracking now. Hey,
I'm going rants. I'm
you
going
said
rants.
what you said.
I'm gonna go rants.
Hey,
Of
hold on,
course
man.
you
Hold
are.
on, man. Before we get to Coach Wash, Vince,
Yes, sir.
who you got? Who you got, Vince?
can he make a prediction?
Hey, hey,
He can make a prediction, bro.
Yeah, let's
man,
put him
you
on
know,
the spot.
you know, I'm really excited about this weekend.
Okay,
And
dog.
I don't want to do
Let's answer.
anything
Stay
to deter
neutral.
any parent from coming to the game.
Yeah. Stay
So
neutral.
I can give you a prediction at halftime.
Always promoting.
At halftime, because I don't know nobody said, "Hey, you
gonna make a
said my
prediction at
team wasn't gonna
halftime.
win," so I ain't coming. But
So-
no,
so by
I'm really
halftime-
on a serious tip. I think that it's gonna be a different game than what I saw the first time they saw each other. I definitely think that. I definitely think it's gonna be a different game. I think Jet and his staff, some smart guys, and I think they're gonna have a different approach to this second time. And so I think it's going to be a close game, and the better team will win at the end.
That's it.
So, second question, Vince. When do you start your campaign to run for mayor? Because that was such a political PC answer to the question. Let us know what office you running for.
No, we're gonna let him remain neutral.
We're gonna let you remain.
Hey,
You can say it at
you know.
halftime after the tickets have been counted. We'll ask you again at halftime.
Exactly.
at
That's what
the end of the
when
day-
you catch me
At the
there.
end of the day, I'll keep it real. If you don't stop number 6 for Ransom, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Period. JMA is going to get their ass kicked if they can't stop 6
That's a message
from
to your
Ransom.
players.
DeVar's Hill. No,
He's been saying that. He's
I already
been
told my
saying that.
players that. Hey, what are you talking about? So it's the truth. Okay. If you don't slow down, you're not gonna stop them.
You can
But
only hope to
you
contain
You
them.
can only hope to contain them. But if you contain number 6, then you got a shot. If you don't, if he does what he's been doing to all these other teams, then yeah, helmets to the left,
Shoulder pass to the right. See you next year.
And do we get? What do we get? Do we get some dog tags or a medal, or what happens to the team that loses? I ain't never been here. I haven't been here yet. What y'all got?
But
Y'all
the
got
runner
anything
up,
this year?
Step away for a second.
the
guys.
runner up gets a nice huge plaque,
Yeah.
and then we still do player of the game on the runner up team. And
Okay.
so
okay.
they'll get 2 awards, the runner up as well as the MVP on their team.
okay.
So
You got a little MVP?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what's
and
up.
then championship players and cheerleaders that get awards.
Okay, yeah. So we'll see.
They
We'll
will
see how that
get
works.
they will get one of these.
Oh my goodness, Jesus!
Yeah, they'll get one of these.
The rings and things. Boy, that's big time right there.
Yeah,
That's
we
big time. To walk away with
we
the
stepped
rings
it
on
up a
your
little
finger.
bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that. And the kids will love that.
Yeah, they're
But
gonna
yeah,
love
man,
it.
I think it's gonna be a competitive football game, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see what you saw the first round when we first played
No.
in week 3. I think it was something like that. Um, we understand that. I think our kids and our coaching staff understands the assignment. You know, it's a big assignment. We understand the assignment, and you know, contrary to what Coach Washington might think, um, I think we might put on a show for CMS, Ortho Carolina, whoever, Bahaco, whoever's, the parents, the fans, coaches. I think you'll get to see some good football. I think we'll end this thing on a good note. Last week, Coach, you didn't pick us either. You said if it was a close one, Randolph was going to win. Started out. I mean, I don't know what happened, but I mean, I guess that's on you. It was kind of close, right?
No, it was close for a little hot couple minutes.
Yeah,
It
I'm
got
just
out of
saying.
hand.
I'm just saying based on your prediction. That's all
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
I think I'm down. I mean, what am I like 4, 1, I'm like 5.
Oh, you talking about your bracket?
Yeah.
Your bracket's
Like I'm 2 off. I'm 2 off for the season, so that I'm okay with that.
Hey, you
But I
might
will.
like. Shout
but
out
I
to your
will-
boy Lee Gonzalez. I'm sure he's on the show right now. Gonzalez, you haven't picked JMA yet, so you no. I don't even think he's a Ranson fan either. I think he look now. You want to know the score of the first?
Oh.
The first matchup. Nah, do your research. Figure it out.
Hey, I do like
He has been a constant contributor, man. So
Yeah. Shout out to Lee Gonzalez. He's been following us,
Yeah.
man, but he has not picked a JMA yet, and I know his bracket is done.
But like I said earlier, Booker,
I hope
I
he
would love to
remains
see number
consistent.
7 run the ball.
Say what?
Number 7,
Number 7 for who?
He's a guy.
JM.
Oh, for JMA.
He's a
Yeah.
guy.
Yes.
I mean, he's one of our guys. Yeah. Katie
Him in the
June,
back.
I think he won.
When
Won Player of the Game.
He had a
The first week, I think
kick
Vince
return.
announced him as a player of the game over at JMA first week. Caden June, number 7. I think.
Yeah. I'm not taking anything away from the other running back. But when 7's in that backfield with number 4, I think that could be something dead.
Hey, but shout out to the people listening, man. Hey, drop your score predictions and your favorite in the chat, man. We'll post it on the screen as we're going, man. But I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna keep it 100. If Booker's quarterback, if JM's quarterback is healthy,
Yeah.
I feel it's gonna be a tight game because both teams play well. Great defense. He's more of a technician type quarterback versus, and he's athletic as well. Not quite as athletic as 6, obviously. That guy's just different. But their quarterback for JM is more of a pure quarterback to me, and he reads defense a little bit better. I think with the Branson kind of uses some more design quarterback runs or send everybody on the fly with their, and if he catches the defensive man coverage 6 is an advantage big time, which we saw a lot of that last week, man. When you have man coverage and he sees that, he's good. So my prediction is if JM's quarterback plays well and they have a great defense to complement that, I think they can win it in a close game. But if they go down 2 scores to this team, anybody that goes down 2 scores, Branson doesn't have a fighting chance. That's my opinion.
Yeah. The plan is to not get them.
Don't go down. If you keep it close, I feel like you guys have enough defense and firepower, and you got a good enough quarterback. He's an experienced quarterback. He's a 2-year starter. He's a true quarterback, and he doesn't rattle easily. You got some playmakers on that side, the 7, and you got a big running back with number 36 that can change the game. And I think 15 is a good guy. Comes in, can do some things for you as well.
Then you have 0 and number 3 that's on the ball.
Both
Yes.
guys, both teams have some guys. So
Yes.
is if they keep it close, if they can stay in striking distance, and they go into the fourth quarter tied up, I feel like JM can probably pull it off because I feel like they have a little more firepower up front on defense, and they can cause a little more problems, more disruption. I think Ransom's a little better on the back end on defense. They have a little more athletic guys, but if it comes down to it, close. I think with the defense that Coach Q is going to keep running at them, JM can pull it out. But if Ransom gets up a couple scores or two possessions, I'm going with Ransom.
All I want to know is if Vince got what size rings he got over there.
Hey.
Oh, that's just one.
Hey.
You got one size fit all. You got,
Yeah, you know it.
one-
Hey, I
one size
like
fit all.
something that Lee Gonzalez said, and I was curious about it. We've been throwing it around. How much love you think we would get if we did an All-Star game?
Oh, it'd be crazy.
Do you think the community would embrace that? 'Cause we've been trying to find a sponsor.
Absolutely.
And how we go by selecting the players? Is it just the guys in the tournament, or the whole CMS league?
No,
I think it would be the whole CMS league because you have all-star players on teams that are not that good. I think a player or so from each team.
So it'd be based on the regular season. You get your all-star players from the regular season, and even though they may be in the tournament, they'll be on the roster for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like the fairest way, because like Coach Wash said, you're gonna have some guys that just on teams that don't perform so well. But what if you said, we took the top half of the league, and then we say each coach gets to nominate 2 players, and kind of balance it up to the inaugural part of it. And once you get this thing going, you can kind of establish a better system, and then we can start hand picking guys, or have a player vote, whatever we want to do. Go based on film. We sit down, we go back because we'll have all the games recorded. We go back and look, and we make nominations. So, but I think initially to kind of get the participation up, you'd allow some of these coaches to pick 2 or 3 guys, and and then maybe some championship guys get top of the
Yeah, and then some of
get
the
everybody a chance to shine as well.
and then some of the, like you said, some of the sports media guys that's following this, Baller Alert,
Right.
Shot by 32, get them all in the room, along with ourselves, On the Line Sports Media, along with BTO,
Absolutely.
and we kind of, because we are all, at the end of the day, we're tracking these athletes from week to
Facts.
week, so we'll have some names and stuff that can probably complete some rosters pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then some nominations from the coaches themselves.
Absolutely.
And that'll give us time too if we did it at the end of the season. Select 50 kids, 25 on team A and 25 on team B. They'll give us time to order uniforms with their names on them.
Yeah.
Get everything laid out where they're gonna practice at. And then marketing the All-Star game during the tournament.
I love it, man.
That way, it won't be like, hey, we're gonna have an All-Star game, and we're gonna practice next week. We're gonna play next week. This allows us to give parents and everybody time to prepare for it. So like we would do it on the 22nd if it was like this year.
Yeah,
They'll
I think
practice
you have to
4 or
do
5
it.
times during the week, and then they'll play on that Saturday.
You have to do it while you have the momentum right now with the playoffs. Like if we can make it happen, it needs to happen within the next year.
Right.
Oh yeah, we plan to. We plan to. I have a temporary sponsor organization called Phenom Elite out of South Carolina. They want to come up here and they want to sponsor the uniforms and stuff. So that's half the battle right there, the cost of the
Yeah.
uniforms. and then we'll work with a couple of high schools to secure somewhere to practice. And then the thought would be is the two coaching staffs that make it to the championship will coach the teams.
I like that.
And so they still in it. They practicing every day, and it's get them another week of practice. Or again, some of the coaches can select coaches from other teams if they want to, but you'll have that cohesiveness. Say, with JMA, the coaching staff going to go for a week and coach the All Stars. You'll have it with Ransom. Maybe get a couple more coaches to help him, but at least those head coaches will be over the two teams, so that way we ain't got to go back.
Man, I think it'll be cool. I think we'll get major support on that.
Yeah, even it probably from based off this comment, it probably have to be something that.
Speak up, Orlando.
I said based off this comment from Coach Pete, it might be something that's done, private or private or what have you, under different. But I feel like those kids deserve the recognition, so I feel like there's a way to make it happen because it doesn't necessarily have to be CMS kids. It's also in the future we can look at surrounding counties, Union County, Gaston County.
No, we don't need no gas to counties, man. It's CMS.
Listen to me, bro. You're not listening to me.
32 teams.
Listen to me, bro. You're not listening to me. But anyway, I'm talking about big term, big future. Doesn't necessarily focus on CMS. That's my whole thing. Oh, Jay.
For further to say this, Greg Paler, former
city champion. Coach.
former city champion, finally got him out of there.
But
Hey, man.
We finally got him out of there.
Appreciate you coming on, though.
Former Piedmont.
He's
tell
not
them that
former Piedmont.
Hey, Greg, we
it's-
appreciate you. Huh?
Two-time
it's going to be a
champion.
go.
Respect to the same.
We're gonna have an All-Star game next year.
Same
We'd already been almost had it this year, but definitely we got what we needed, a sponsor, and now we can go ahead and lock in and move forward. But again, I think the all conference, the top players had to be selected at the end of the season, at the end of the regular season. So it's fair to all teams that are playing in the CMS middle school, league. So all those kids be open to be selected at All Star.
That's what's up.
Our guy Jay Uno, man, who is by far our #1 contributor, man, who always stays engaged with us, man. His question was, in regards to the All-Star format, will high school or high school position coaches attend the All-Star event? They would certainly be invited. Obviously, we can't force anybody to be there, but it would be in their best interest to understand the talent that's coming their way, being that it is like a all-star situation. So I guess Jay Uno, that would be more of a question that Vince can answer.
Yeah, we would invite the high school coaches come out to practices. We would probably do like one day we might do a little combine or something with the All Stars, but definitely the high school coaches will be a key part of that. I wouldn't ask the high school coaches to practice. A lot of them would be in the playoffs and stuff. And we want to keep it in the middle school ranks, but we definitely want them a part of seeing those kids and having non-recruiting conversations.
He said non-recruiting conversation.
Yeah.
So the portal's closed.
Jay Uno
Full
has
closed during the All Star
Jay
game.
Uno's that
Jay Uno
guy,
has to
bro.
ask himself, do they come during the regular season?
Hey, man,
Exactly.
leave Jay Uno alone, man. Jay Uno's one of our guys, bro.
I mean, he's
Let's
good
sit here and
people,
talk about Jay
but do
Uno.
they come during the regular season?
Bro, what I just say? I ain't gonna let you talk about Jay Uno.
No, I'm talking about
He's talking about do the high school.
high school coaches.
Some of them, I've seen a couple.
You've seen a
It's the
couple.
same ones.
Hey, are those ones winning?
I know one in particular winning.
Okay, there you go. That's the point. Get on board.
So there you have it, man. I mean, Ransom and JMA, bro.
It's going to be a
Ransom and JMA.
fun.
The
Gonna
big
be a
one.
bang. Hopefully we will not let the people down, and we'll put on a show.
Yeah,
But we
I
know-
want to see a great show.
It's gonna be a nice sunshiny day.
Yeah, I know we coming in as an underdog, Coach Watch.
But you know what it would have been dope though?
Hey,
What if we would have
you
had
got
these
Seb
numbers?
in that backfield. You ain't the underdog. You put Seb in the backfield. You're not an underdog.
He's gonna touch him.
Why you backtracking, Watch?
No, I'm
Blowout
not.
last week. It was
I'm
a
not
blowout
backtracking.
last week. I ain't backtracked on nothing.
I'm not. It's Seb is
You
not in that
said- You said
backfield.
last week you had. You said
Yeah,
you had
I got Ransom.
Ransom was
But
gonna
if
dominate.
number 7 is
BTA,
not in that
baby.
backfield, it's gonna be what I said it's gonna be.
You
Watch.
said.
No,
I heard you, Watch.
Hey, Watch.
I can replay
Yeah,
it
You
back.
know it was live. Watch.
Yeah, he told me it was live, Mike.
Yeah. So why you
So I
trying?
went with Ransom.
Why you trying
But
to
I'm not
backtrack?
backtracking. I said if number 7 is in the backfield, it's a different game.
So what that mean?
Put Sam in the backfield.
What that mean?
You can get a win.
So you saying if they play 7, JM's gonna win?
They can put him in the backfield, get him going.
They answer the question, Washington.
If they put Sam in the backfield,
Yeah.
yeah, they can get a win.
So say it out loud.
I just said it. If they don't put Sam in that backfield and they give him like 3-4 carries, I rinse and all day. He got to come out that. He has to come out of that receiver and get in that backfield so they can have some power, so they can get that ball moving. He's gonna have to sacrifice his position as a receiver and go to a running back for the championship.
Hey,
I told
we've
Booker
done-
this.
Hey, we've done our homework, so we're gonna do the best we can, man.
Hey, did we have some coaches on?
We didn't. We're gonna do the best we can, man, to make it competitive. That's what we're gonna do. You got your ticket because they charging you this week.
Who got who?
I got my
Vince
ticket.
got my ticket. Washington ain't got no ticket.
I don't
They
got a
trying to
ticket
max
yet.
out at the gate. They trying to max out at the gate, dog. So don't come with all that mess.
Hold on, let me get my phone out and record this.
Listen,
Hey, Vince, do I
I am the first one there.
Hey, Vince,
I'll be at the game with Bixby.
On the line
Hey.
tickets.
You know it.
I'm the first
All
one.
right, I got you recorded right there.
All right, that's
First
what's up.
one.
But yeah, man, we're gonna get off here, man. We've been on here for an hour, man. We appreciate, everybody for coming on, man. And it's been a great run so far, man. But this one right here, this was gonna be for the ages right here, man.
Hopefully, good one, man.
Hopefully it'll be the best one. Every year that's what you want. You want the best matchups, the best games, you know what I'm saying? The biggest audience, the biggest crowd.
Facts.
You always want that happening. We already talked about all the improvements to come, at middle school sports. So I would say that everybody get excited. No matter what happens Saturday, just continue to support middle school sports. And, you got something?
I want to say this. One thing that's guaranteed to happen this weekend.
Helmets to the right, so
there'll be a
bass
new
to the left.
champion.
The new champion. New champion.
There's one.
New
That
champion.
is a guaranteed
Yep.
fact.
Yep.
You can write your stamp on it. You can put anything you want. There's nothing you can say. There will be a brand
New
champion this
Yep.
weekend. So at the end of the day, it's and the new.
That's right. That's what we want to hear.
Now who's gonna be out the end of the new?
Hey, listen. Thanks to Greg Paler, man. We're gonna end this thing. Thanks to Greg Paler and his staff. There will be a new champion. Let's see it.
I ain't say that, Greg. I love you, bro. I
All
love
right.
you, swear.
All right, we appreciate y'all, man. We'll see y'all.
All right, take
Saturday.
care, everybody.
All right,
All
good
right,
show,
thank you.
guys.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right.